So hi everyone, I am very happy to have with me a very special student, Dr. Arif Ahmed. He's secured an amazing rank 40 in November INICET exam. So heartiest congratulations Arif on this wonderful achievement.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
And Arif journey is really special, and I'm sure you'll all
Yes,
be very
ma'am.
excited to know what I'm talking about. So Arif secured a rank of 1640 in NEETPG exam, and he's currently pursuing his first year residency in Department of Medicine in Medical College, Kolkata. Am I right, Arif?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And
Right.
along with his first year residency, he has appeared for INICET exam. Not only appeared for the exam, but he has achieved an awesome rank in a very prestigious institute as well as in a competitive exam. So, what
Yes,
is
ma'am.
the mindset behind this journey, Arif?
Okay, I will explain it in short. First of all, when I gave the exam on this May session, I NICET and then NEET 2022, I was not that much prepared because it was my current running year for my internship was going on, so I couldn't give
Right.
my 100%. I felt, but still I got a rank in which I was getting a seat. So I decided that I should participate in the counseling and get the seat for that year. But when it in the August session in this year, our INICET counseling and also the NEET counseling got delayed. So in
Yes.
the month of August, I decided that let's give it a try because
Okay.
INICET was approaching very soon and counseling was also getting delayed. So I thought that it might happen that I may not have to join in any college and also get the INICET rank before that, but it didn't happen. The counseling results came before that, so I joined it because it was a gamble to not join my dream branch medicine in a very good college like
Okay.
Medical College Kolkata. So I joined it,
That's
and
true.
I was preparing from the month of August for this INICET particularly, and
Right.
now I've got a rank 40, so I have to decide about what I have to do next. But it was basically my parents' wish too that I should study from some INI. So I decided to give it a try in spite of getting a good college and a very my dream branch in the first attempt which I
Absolutely.
gave. So
So hats off, Arif. I think this not only needs a lot of dedication, but it also
yes,
needs
ma'am.
consistency because it's very difficult to
Yes,
start
yes,
studying once
ma'am.
again, and when you
Once
are doing
again,
your
yeah.
duties. So it's not an easy task. So
No,
Arif, मुझे जान हाँ.
no. Yes, yes. Basically, I
So
didn't join. I joined my duties after giving the INI set also, basically, but I got the results before that. Still,
okay.
it's I really okay. Yeah. Okay.
So Arif, ab now let's talk about your journey. You have been a
Yes,
pre-foundation
yes, ma'am.
student with DAMS, and you cracked
Yes,
your NEETPG exam also in your first attempt. So
yes,
how
yes, yes.
exactly did you prepare for your exams, bache? What was your strategy?
Okay, first thing I would say that in the second year, because I joined in my second year, that year was basically dedicated to getting accustomed with the competitive exam scenario in PG entrance because we were coming from an undergraduate scenario and now we are getting in a PG scenario. The classes, what were the pattern of classes? Like we used to have every weekends we had Saturday Sunday classes. Initially it was difficult, but later we got accustomed with that. And I would like to tell that in third part one and in the final year we used to enjoy going to dance classes on Saturday Sunday. It was our weekend. Extra
Get
we used
together.
to enjoy that we get together, yes, we because students from other colleges also met, so we really enjoyed dance classes. I personally very much enjoyed dance classes. And according to preparation, I would like to tell that during the second year I used to just make the notes of the classes, and also in third part one my
Okay.
real exam preparation started from my final year. And unfortunately
Okay.
or fortunately, I don't know, it was the COVID year. So
Yes.
I used to attend all the online classes of DAMS that used to happen in that program, and I got the chance to revisit those subjects which I made notes in second and third part one year. So it was a good revision for me, and it was a and also it I took a lot of all the notes that DAMS gave were the most crisp notes which you can get anywhere. Okay, those are the only those points needs to be read before the exam. They are very important, and you can't leave anything out of that notes. I used to
Thank
study
you.
them for my profs. For my third
Okay.
part one, third prof two, I used to study that notes only and something about the from the standard books. But I would like to mention that the concepts which were explained in the books were in a difficult way were made easy after it was being taught by some faculty of DAMS. So
Right.
so this was my basic preparation strategy for the completing the notes. I used them to study for my profs. So in that way, I
Okay.
used to complete all my notes. That was my first reading basically. And the second reading which I gave was during my last part of my internship, because my first part of my internship was very hectic. During the last part, I
Okay.
got my shorts were going on in my postings, short postings were going. I used to study that time, and also attended the TND of that, which was a part of the pre-foundation course. But honestly, I couldn't attend all the classes and see all the videos because my internship was very hectic. So
Yes.
I did something, and then but I read the notes thoroughly, gave GTs, and also analyzed the GTs, because I
Okay.
didn't do too much DQV because I didn't got the time during my internship. But I gave the GTs because the GTs have the best MCQs out of everything, because they are made because if somebody is making a GT, he would make his give his best to make that MCQs. So I thought like
True.
that
True.
these are the true. I used to give the GTs, and I also gave all the CBTs last year in during my internship, and also this INICET CBT which happened just before the exam on October this year, this before this session. So that was my basic preparation strategy, and I would like to also mention that you should also use the DVT, which happened last year, because and it will be happening this year also in December, I think so. Because it will
Yes.
give me a rapid revision of all the topics during my internship year. I started my preparation after seeing the DVT, because it gave me which
Okay.
topics are important. Then I went back to my notes which I read during my profs, and then I gave GTs more or less. I gave GTs, but then I started giving GTs frequently, and that's how my rank came in my internship year, because I couldn't study for a complete year totally. I just dedicated 2 months to my preparation during my internship. Because I read the notes so much during my profs, it became easy for
Exactly.
me to revise them quickly.
I
And
think,
if
Arif,
you
I am highly impressed when I am listening to you. You have actually left me स्पीचलेस बिकॉज इतना डेडिकेशन से आपने पढ़ा है आरिफ मैं उसमें कोई फॉल्ट ढूंढ ही नहीं सकती हूँ सो हैट्स ऑफ बेटा आई थिंक you have put all your energy and your soul into it. Now
uh,
how do you maintain that level of consistency, Arif? Because this is something that a lot of people lack, and this is what we need. So let us
I
hear about how did you maintain it.
First thing I would say, I love studying. That's the basic thing, and I love studying MBBS throughout throughout this course. The 5.5 years, I enjoyed thoroughly my MBBS study. Preparation, studying DAMS notes and other things for this entrance exam was not separate. Was not difficult for me, because I loved studying for all the subjects during my course. We had 14 subjects during my MBBS course and 5 subjects extra in
So I think there's some little problem with his connection, but yes. Arif, there was a small connection
sec-
snag at your end, but now we are able
yes,
to
yes,
hear
yes, yes,
you.
yes. Okay, okay. Secondly, my parents were very much, they were more dedicated than me, and I used to
Wow.
imbibe from them. They were fully dedicated to my studies, and they wanted me to do good in all the profs and all the gold medal and CA exams which used to happen in our college. So I always
Wow.
I got inspired from them, and the way they used to work in their own fields. I also felt that my mom is a homemaker, but still I used to get inspired from her, because she would do everything perfectly in particular, and I learned the time management from her only. How she would
Okay.
wake up this time and do this work in this, and I think these two things are the most important thing that I got dedicated to. I learned dedication from, and also by giving the second attempt of this INI came basically from my parents only, because they wanted me to pursue from one INI, so I decided to give it a try. That's
And
the
look,
only
you
thing I would
created
say about
history.
this.
Yes, so and you created history, so that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So Arif, I would definitely want your are your parents around, beta? Can we have them with you for let's say even 2-3 minutes? Tell
My
me, Arif.
parents will be coming. I have asked them to come.
Okay,
Okay, if
great,
you can
great.
continue the remaining part, I will
हाँ
bring them at
हाँ
the last.
sure, sure. So till then, Arif, now I want to know, I've got to
हाँ,
know your wonderful journey. अब मुझे बताओ, when you were starting
yes
again
ma'am.
for this INICT, तो फिर कैसे timeline बनाया
Yes ma'am.
and कैसे strategy करी?
ये इसके लिए मैं आईएनआई से टीएनडी नवंबर वाला ज्वाइन किया था, ठीक है, मतलब ये वाला, वरना तो मैं तो एक टीएनडी कर चुका था
हाँ
on.
जी, हाँ
If
जी.
I wanted to get back on track with my studies, that's why I joined the INI set TND again,
Okay,
and that
okay,
gave me when I joined, a lot of classes already happened, but there
hmm,
were about 10 7 or 8 subjects still remaining. I did them
hmm,
live, and the remaining 10 or 11 subjects I used the recorded videos, just to brush
okay.
up the topics which are important for INI set, because INI
Yes,
set I feel is an exam which is a very competitive exam, but not a very difficult exam, in the sense that they ask questions which they have already asked before. So you have to know which are the topics they are asking every time. So that's why I use, and the ionized TND provided with me that, and then again I decided to go back to my notes. I studied them again and started giving GTs again regularly, and this time I gave the ionized CBT also, and also
okay,
the clinical vignettes question, and also the extended matching questions, that because that makes a very bulk part of the questions in the main exam.
yes.
And
And this
that's
year,
and I
see,
used
you
to
had.
focus on that. It was I think I gave the first half paper, the morning session, and it had round about 120 to 180 questions, which are extended matching only. So it was very lengthy. I felt I didn't see any recall because I was doing my duties, so I couldn't see them. But I think it was a very lengthy exam than the May session, I think,
Okay,
because May was a more factual question based difficulty. It was made difficult by giving more factual questions. This one was made by giving more analytical and lengthy pattern questions. So
hmm,
yeah, I always used to keep calm during my exam. It was my habit, and I think I have a very good guessing ability to rule out options, which
okay.
I think I can do good. And so I use my that skill, and got this rank, I think so, because I am very good in ruling out options, because I've seen that in GTs, and by giving GTs that I've tried, whatever I have guessed or thought that this couldn't be the answer, I used to rule out and mark that option, and I got the question correct. So I think like that it happened.
I think that's wonderful. And Arif, can you tell me how many questions did you attempt, beta?
I attempted around about 195 questions, I think.
Okay,
195.
and anything special that you want to comment upon, like which subjects are very important when you talk about INI set, and what was your approach during the paper itself? Anything special that you want your colleagues to keep in mind when they're appearing for this exam?
Okay, I will like to point out some topics from each subject. I will go. I will.
Okay. Okay. I think he has some connection issues, but he's going to be joining us back, and he's going to tell us about some things or some important topics from various subjects. Let's see what his inputs are going to be. But yes,
No.
this is something that yes, Arif, we had lost you through the
Yes.
connection, but you're back.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay, so I would like you have to see the images from netter, because there was direct questions from images taken from the netter, and try to see the images more of the inferior extremity and the neuroanatomy and head and neck. In biochemistry, I would like to tell you to focus more on vitamins and genetics part. You can read it from anywhere you want. DAMS notes will suffice and will do the DQ boot. And in physiology, I would like to mention the graphs from genome. And in pharmacology, the most important part, there are three things which are most important for INICET: the general pharmacology part, the psyche pharmacology part, and the new drugs and cytotoxic drugs. These are the three important things. For microbiology, general microbiology is very important. The images of the eggs and the ova cyst of the helminths. General virology, mycology is a short topic, but all the questions of I need this year came from mycology only, so mycology is very important. Read it through. And system for systemic bacteriology, you have to be selective. You study rickettsia, and also the precautionary measures of different infection, airborne infection, droplet infection. You must know those things. Okay. And for pharmacology, I have told. And for pathology, you should see the images, and also all the tumor markers. They are important for forensic. All the IPCs, and the toxicology is very important. Ophthalmology, ENT, only DAMS notes will suffice. PSM, same thing. Just read the new updates before going to the exam. For gynae and obstetrics, I won't be saying anything. Your notes are the final and the first and the final thing I have done. Anything for my anything for since my prof,
Thank you.
all my concepts of gynae are based on that. And gynae and obstetrics, obviously. And surgery, please note, go to read the notes thoroughly. And general surgery, I would tell you to focus on those topics of general surgery. Medicine, DAMS notes are fantastic. Only thing I read, for my love for medicine grew from the faculties of DAMS only. And for the short subject, the DAMS notes are more than enough. I would like to suggest to read a little bit more of psychiatry, the book that Sachin sir has wrote for psychiatry 4.0. I think that edition is going on. Please do the MCQs from that, because the level of psychiatry questions are a little bit high, I think so, because NEEMHANS is
Yeah.
integrated into this exam. So that's
Yes.
the point I would like to say. If you are doing INICET TND, then you don't need to do that. And remaining all the subjects, I think that's my basic input for specifically for INICET. And I would like
That's a
to add
wonderful
one.
input.
uh, and I'd like to add one thing about the exam this year, because the software this year was a little bit glitchy, and some of the images were really blurred. So I would like to suggest
Yeah.
that please don't get bothered too much with those images. I think they like to test you with your temperament in the exam, because just no, that's a I think the INI use the question setter wants to use. Wants to check your temperament, so don't lose your cool during the exam. If you see such questions or such any glitch in the software, because it has happened in our some of the centers in Kolkata, that there was a bit of
Yeah.
glitch with the software. Okay, so I would like to add this point also.
I think those are wonderful inputs, Arif. That is very, very kind of you to help other students with these inputs, because they are very valuable inputs. So, hats off to you, and thank you so much for
Thank
sharing
you.
this information.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
Arif,
ma'am.
I would like to commend you on the person you are. You're not only dedicated, not only intelligent, but I think you are a very humble person and someone who's willing to help out. Not a lot of people do that. Yes. So
Yes, I
I,
tried
I,
my best.
I wish
Mhm.
you all the very best, and
Thank you, ma'am.
whatever good you do in life, it comes back, and I'm sure
Yes.
you will get it all back. So Arif,
Okay,
now
thank you.
what about the branch? क्या करने वाले हैं?
I am already pursuing medicine, so I would
Medicine.
like to
Yeah.
pursue medicine in some of the peripheral aims. I think if I get medicine is
Okay.
my obviously first choice. I will give the aims of in my counseling. I would rank them in order of. I've talked to the seniors about this how, but I think I will go to some medicine in some peripheral aims. I think so, because
Chalo,
with my
I
rank it's difficult to get the PGI and AIIMS Delhi, but I will try to get in peripheral aims.
I wish you all the very best for that,
Thank
Arif.
you, ma'am.
And
Thank you.
are your parents around? I would definitely
Yes,
want to
I
wish
will
them
try.
once.
I will call them. I'll call them.
So please go through Arif's video once again and jot down the things that he's highlighted. He's given some very vital points for the preparation. And now, as I can see, his parents are here.
My father is here.
Hello, sir. Heartiest congratulations, sir. Your son has performed.
Congratulate you. I must congratulate you first to all of you, your institution.
No, sir. I think you have brought him up wonderfully. He's a great boy who has a lot of dedication. He's worked hard. He's a very good soul as well. He's trying to help out everyone. So hats off to you as parents who've brought him up like that. We don't see many children like that.
Madam, I want to add one thing. Guidance and teacher is the most important matter in education. A teacher or any institution can change, can motivate any student. This is my feelings. So I would say
sir.
It may be his credit, but your organization, your institution has the right capacity to guide a proper student. Otherwise, it is impossible to achieve the goal. It is my humble submission.
Thank you so much, sir. But I think parents are the first teachers and you have led the way. We have just helped him a little, pushed him on the right path. He has immense capabilities, immense potential, and he's always going to make you proud, sir.
Mesh, I want to add you. I hear your lesson, your husband lesson.
Hanji, sir.
You are the man. Your husband and your lecture I have learned watched many times. Your
Hanji,
topics,
sir.
your word, I can tell you, can motivate any student.
That is so kind of you, sir.
Any moment. If
Thank
I
you
have
so
the
much,
opportunity
sir.
to meet you at Calcutta or Delhi, I can talk with you why I am telling it.
Sir, it will be our pleasure. We will need your blessings. Please bless us and we will definitely come and meet you, sir. And whenever you are in Delhi, please come over. If we come to Kolkata first, we will come and meet you.
But if you give a chance, I can meet you. I have met once time in Akash sir in Calcutta.
Yes,
I have met you personally without any interest. After getting my student's chance, I meet him with him after 2 or 3 years. I simply meet with him because he is the motivator of the institution. Only motivator of the institution. It is my feelings. Strong feelings and I believe it.
Yes, sir.
So you are doing, you have stand your organization within 20 years. It is a marvelous institution, I can tell you. Without your support, these students cannot achieve so much.
No, sir. It's not like that. But thank you so much. Your words mean a lot to us. And your words push us to try even harder. We will be even more committed from now onwards and try and give our best, sir. But once again, sir, heartiest congratulations. Arif is a wonderful, wonderful boy, and I wish him loads of happiness, good health, and success in life.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Arif, you should be very, very proud. You have such caring, supporting parents, and they are always going to guide you. And I can see where you get all the values from. So, all the very best, Arif, and wish you loads and loads of good luck in life and success in life. Stay connected to us, Bache. God bless you.